Okay, so finally, it's 6 months since my last video. Oh my god, but I'm back, okay? We're here, ready to make some videos and ready to talk about the new map Corrode, okay? So, if you guys don't know, I've not been making videos for a while because I'm a player for SK, been busy playing, doing my own stuff, IGL in my team. A hard life, stressful life, but you know what? It's fine. We're here. We're making some videos. So, as I said, today we're going to talk about Corrode. If I hop into the thing, we're going to watch Crew against 2G today. This is from some like kind of in between season online tournament with some of the franchise teams in Americas. They played Corrode, and I thought this was a really interesting game, especially from Crew. But overall today, what I want to talk about is how we should defend on Corrode. So we're going to keep it simple and start with, let's look at this map, okay? Um, Now, the first thing I saw instantly when I looked at this map, and this is what we see from Crew, is A is so important, okay? And by A, I mean like the A main area, like either here or if maybe you could defend it here, okay? Why is this so important? Because if you need to play A from on the bomb site, this is super obvious for me. If you need to play A from on the bomb site, no positions exist on the bomb site. So basically, you cannot do that. And that means, okay, let's see if you want to hold this. This is really important to hold. That means then that this is very important to hold because otherwise you try to hold this, you get shot in the side of the head. And therefore, that means if this is very important, then mid overall is very important, right? You follow the logic, makes sense, I think. And what is less important is obviously B main because on B you can play on the bomb site very easily. You can hold with this choke point, and you have no reason to be aggressive on B. Basically, you just need to block that up. So if we're thinking about what makes a good composition on this map, then it should be agents with like smokes that can block things up. It should be agents that also have good utilities to fight for spaces, like for example this mid. And finally, if you can, obviously fast rotation. As we know, I think you can do this on Valoplant now. Let me try it. Okay, I don't know how to do it. Oh, wait. Let me try. Watch this. Boom. 15 seconds. Yeah, so as we know on this map, the rotation is very long. So obviously as well, some fast rotation agents are really important. That's why let's look at Crew's comp instantly. Boom, one smoker, two smokers. Great. Okay, a Vise as well that can block zones, as I said, very important. And they finally combine it with Neon, and they have Neon for fast rotation, and obviously some combination of Omen Fade. Neon is great to fight for spaces. There's the stun, there's the Omen Flash, all of these things. Okay, here we are. We're jumping into the game. So instantly, if we take a look on the radar close up, right, we can instantly see what they're up to. They want to fight 3-person mid. They put one guy on B, one guy on A. Simple, right? And especially Vise here, she puts a big setup towards the A main because they really want to hold this A, but obviously Vise is going to get a little bit destroyed if they don't fight for mid. So nice. Viper has a wall across mid, and these guys, let's see what they're up to. But my guess, they're going to fight it. Not my guess. Obviously, I've watched the game already. But yeah, what they're going to do is they're going to fight mid. They're going to put a smoke down, and then yeah, 2G are going to fight them back. See what happens in mid. And this is just a pistol round. It's just some gunfights. Nothing too crazy here. But yeah, they put some gunfights, put some bullets into mid. Omen invests the flash, and now they're out of here. Okay. Um, Also, what we have to notice, obviously, instantly from Crew is that they know that they need to keep mid. So Vise even over rotates, Viper even over rotates. They know, hey, let's keep mid. So we skip ourselves ahead. They try to come back to mid again. Crew are still here as all free. They say, nah, you're not taking mid. No way. They know how important middle is, right? They've even given up the B bomb site. Holding mid is more important than the B bomb site because B you can always retake it, but mid, if they can take mid and they take the space on A, you're going to die on A and you cannot retake A. That's something as well that's like super dodgy. But anyway, here they're going to walk into A. They're going to meet this Vise setup. They're going to get flashed. There's going to be the molly, the wall, and they have to leave now. This is why I think, like, I theorized this on the first day or so, so it's really nice to watch it in a game. But my opinion, Vise is going to be so broken on this map just for this. Okay, I was doing this on ranked, and it's like it's unpassable. You cannot enter A. But obviously, to do that, you have to hold mid. So the most important thing is figure out how do you hold mid. Anyway, in the end, we can watch this. Basically, they just, as I said, they gave up B a long time ago. So in the end, they just do a retake B and ends up working quite well. Something we can notice as well, it's not really about defending, but going heaven on a clutch, I don't think it's very good. The angle, you're so high up looking down, it gets quite hard, honestly. So if you have to choose, I would not try to do clutches from heaven, but I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the next round. So here we are in the next round. This one again, I'll zoom in for the start just to see. But basically, it's exactly what I showed on Valoplant. They're going to start trying to fight for mid as 3 people. Now from slightly different positions. Fade is going to actually take info on B-main this time. With Viper, Viper has like a smoke to support her. And the others are going to fight mid, okay? So let's keep it simple. Let's watch how they're fighting mid this time. So here, because we know it's finally pistol round is over, they have utilities. They're gonna fight it with those utilities. So here they open the wall, they put the smoke, they're gonna let the enemies get close. Wall comes down, and boom, big fight here. This is what I think is like really, really nice, where even though they put this wall, obviously you think like, why would they need to put the smoke here as well? But it helps them isolate spaces, right? So even if they pass the smoke, then you can catch them in this area and destroy them with the utilities, right? As we've just watched here. Let's watch it quickly one more time as we see the paranoia, the stun, the everything comes in, and they just destroy them in mid. Really, it's really really great. Nothing more to say. Yeah, and obviously this whole time as well, Vines is not letting them pass A. This is like, yeah, so basically B is really hard to pass because there's a Viper smoke. A is hard to pass because there's all the setup from Vines, and the rest of the team just says, fight mid, fight mid, fight mid, fight mid, fight mid. We cannot let them destroy our mid, because then if they destroy our mid, they destroy our A, and if they destroy our A, they destroy the round, you know? It's that kind of flowchart thinking, right? Here we are now again. This is round 5 now. Basically, the last 2 rounds, Crew just did exactly what they've been doing. It's nothing special, nothing to watch. And 2G have just come off of a timeout, and they're going to see that they've kind of found the solution to beat Crew in this sense. Okay, so they're going to go for a very very fast control of A short. Where Crew are trying to fight mid again in a different way. Maybe Omen's going to TP, but what they did was, as you saw, they instantly stun and double satchel. And like here, they've taken short, and basically, as we see, once they've taken short, Vise kind of has to leave this A main. And then, yeah, like they try to fight it back with paranoia and stuff. It's really hard for them, honestly. Like, even though they have this part of mid, they needed this part of mid, you know? If I zoom in on the map, it's maybe easier, right? They have the top mid, kind of, the middle of mid, I don't know what to call it, but they don't have full bottom mid, and that means, boom, 2G have short, and from short, they have A main, and from A main, where can you play, right? We're gonna see the positions now, how it plays out, but basically, Kesnet and Shy here, the Neon and the Vice, they have no chances on A to actually hold down this bomb site, because they don't have any positions, you know? Like, look, there's a flash, and where does this guy go to? Where does he fall back to? Nowhere, you know? Same for Shy. Like, look at this guy. He has nothing to play from. And because of that, they lose the round. Let's watch it, okay? Because they... No spoilers, but they actually don't lose the round. But basically, you see here, this is perfectly played from 2G to kind of... to get control of the important zones, and that lets them easily convert into a round. Well, convert into a round. Unfortunately, sometimes Valorant is a FPS game, and 2G is going to be 2G, you know. But yeah, I think it was a good, from what the coach said, it was a nice timeout. That's all we can say. Okay, so this is how we see this round, and this is how I kind of know that Crew are maybe they're cooking. Maybe they're going to try some of this stuff on VCT, you know? If we look up at the map, what are they doing? They're doing something new this time, right? Because if we can understand the past rounds, 2G know that they were getting smashed in mid, okay? Absolutely smashed. There's no point to start in mid. Maybe they can re-clear mid later, right? So they want to instead maybe start on A, start a little bit on B as well. And Crew are kind of ready for that. They're going to fight A main. They're going to leave B with a Vice this time, so very, very hard to take B if they wanted to do, I don't know, rush B. And yeah, let's watch how it plays out, basically. So they instantly put Paranoia, they put Stun, they put Reveal from Fade. Unfortunately, Kesnet still doesn't know this map. I mean, I'm not saying I know the map either, but you can't wallbang this, so it doesn't go perfectly. But what they do is, for sure, they shut down this A main here. And in that same moment, because Cruz Viper, Mazzino, he's very smart, he understands, hey, they're trying to fight around A, I'm going to just take a little position in mid. Because even still, if you have A main, mid is still important. Always mid is important, right? And then after this, what happens is Omen comes back to mid. They put more smokes here, and they stop them in mid. So let's think about it. They just got stopped heavily in A. In mid, there's a big smoke right here. Where are you going to go? You have to go B at this point. Like, this is... Crew have really... They've taken full control of this round and absolutely destroyed 2G. So we can watch it in the end. They go for a B execute. And as I said before, we know that the B execute is really hard because there's only this small choke point, and, you know, you can play corners here. Like, everywhere you can play corners. Surprisingly, their execute is not bad. Maybe because they brought Breach and Fade. Or just, I don't know, Shy messed up from Crew, I don't know. But yeah, they kind of get out on B. They get a little bit of a decent execute here with a Fade ult. And yeah. Like, this is the kind... Like, this is the round where it looks like 2G has a chance. And honestly, this is just bad from Crew. Crew should have been more ready for B. And Shy should have stopped them harder with the mollies and his Vice wall here. But, you know what, that's okay. And in the end, what happens? 2G have a 1 versus 3, and unfortunately, these guys cannot do anything, and Crew clutches again. So the fact that this was like an 11-1 side from Crew, it's not only about the strats, of course, but you know what, like, the strats helped, okay? The strats helped and the clutches helped. It's always a combination, right, in this game. All right, so we're moving more towards the end of the game, and we're going to see again how their default setups that they created can react into different things, right? So I'll show you the map again, right? It's just a default. There's nothing special here. They're going to try to fight for mid. Fade is alone on B, Vise is alone on A, with the same setup every single round. The same setup from Vise. Like my sorry, I turned off my microphone. My theories from ranked, I'm telling you, were right. Playing this Vise setup, I don't know, it's so strong. But yeah, basically what they try to do here is they try to take middle a bit. They do some things, and boom, they've locked down middle with Omen. And actually, B pressure comes in this time. So okay, we're gonna open the wall from Viper. They did a little bit different wall this time, but I don't think it changes much. Yeah, they get a wall from Viper. They get smoke. Fade puts the C's, and this is what stops their execute. And now the rotations come in fast. You know, Viper's already here. Viper puts her molly down, and Neon's here as well. Boom, right? This is where I said as well, like, if you can add that fast rotation agent, you know, like Neon, maybe Yoru. I don't know if there's comps with Yoru. There could be, for sure. And boom, like that. There's, even though they started, you know, they're always starting free mid. Always, always, always. They still managed to stop this B. And in that, okay, 2G realize, unlucky guys, we're stopped on B. They try to go back on mid. And again, Omen is smoking mid. He's controlling full mid. And they try to actually re-clear him this time, but as you can see, ah man, it's way too hard. Like there's all these close corners from here. They're just spamming with the Phantom. Like crew bought 4 Phantoms. I don't know. They're just beasts, spamming the smokes, and yeah, boom. Again, another round just simply done, right? Like they've been scared off of B. They're definitely scared off of mid. Like the previous rounds, this round they actually tried to re-clear mid. Boom, impossible. And what they want to go back to A later in this game against Vise? Like I do not think so. I really do not think so. So I don't know. They're gonna have to find some solutions in mid, clearly. Okay, so this is the last round we're gonna watch. We're not gonna take too long here. This has been the second time out from 2 game already, and they've decided that, you know what, the one round, or not the one round, sorry, but one of the rounds earlier, remember after the first time out that was really good, the coach called, I guess, as well, was them just actually, you have to fight the mid, okay? Like if you don't have mid control, you have nothing on this map. If you have to go into this B, all of this shit from Fade, from the Vise molly, blah, blah, like you're not going B, okay? But also, I really don't think you're going A. Like after the pistol, they saw this on A and they said, bye-bye. They headed for the door over there, you know? And yeah, so now they're going to try to fight mid. And we just need to notice basically how much do crew prioritize mid? Like so much, basically. Even against a half buy, all they want to do is fight mid. They have to fight mid because if you don't, you lose, right? Simple. So okay, here they do some kind of take of mid, 2G, a little bit. Crew play a little bit more of a defensive way this time. And then boom, they trap them in, right? So Omen activates his flash from short. Neon and Viper are just fighting. All they want to do is just take jewels. And look at how the rest join as well. If you see the map, okay, Vise left A because she has her set up to make time. It's fine. Fade left B because whatever, bro. Like he put a reveal earlier, I think, and then just left. It's like nobody's close. Okay, fine. And they just know that they need to keep mid. Obviously, they dropped the spike as well, so that's also maybe why they move a bit. But I'm pretty sure they were already moving before the spike is dropped, right? Yeah, see here, look, Fade put a dog. They're already starting to move. Vise as well is just starting to move. Like they just know we need to fight mid. And yeah, that's the conclusion we can make on the day, really. Like again, if we look at the valor plant, we look at the default. Like they played more this game, or like this or this or something like this, you know, because they can. Like yeah, basically they just wanted to fight mid. They wanted to put the Omen smoke here. They wanted to put stun. They wanted to put paranoia. Like they need mid, right? And that's how we conclude it on this map. Like as I said, A is important. A is the most important space, that A main. But you cannot have that A main unless you have short, and you cannot have short unless you have mid. And B, who cares? Like, B is terrible to go as attack, like, very easy to hold as defend. It's also kind of easy to retake, even if you want. Like, we saw that crew are not scared to play retake. So yeah, if I'm playing Corrode today, I'm taking a comp very similar to crews. I think Vise, Omen, Viper are all must pick. Maybe after that, you know, you could do a different initiator, maybe Sova or something. You could do something instead of Neon as well, maybe Raze, but I think Neon's kind of insane. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. If I need to defend on Corrode, this is what I'm doing. If you want to see a new video about attack as well, I can get on that soon. I didn't see really any good attacks so far on this map, I think. But anyway, if we just want to think about attack from, we don't need to see something, right? We just need to look at this defense. If we want to play good on attack, our goal needs to be take middle, then grab the A and try to end on A every time. And yeah, maybe 2G had to do more baiting out this Vise setup. Who knows? Okay, but that's it. Okay. Cool. Bye bye.